Hi guys, welcome back to Crafts with Mike. Today we are going to be starting the wooden stag Patronus from Harry Potter, and in this consignment, as you can see, what we're going to do is break it down into sections. So we're going to be doing parts 1 and 2, and then we're going to be matching them up, and joining them, and then doing parts 3 and 4, whether that's 4 or step 3 here. That's as far as we're going to do today, because I really want to drag this out a bit. And yeah, let's get into it. Apparently it's a push and pull, so what that means is it just pushes out, so we don't need to use a craft knife to cut them out, but if need be, we can if we need to do that. So we'll get that out. So as you can see here, all the parts are in this wooden slat thing, as you can see, and already one part is falling out, but as you can see, they're all sort of numbered. So if you look, they've all got little numbers onto them. So what we're going to do is we need to find parts 1 and 2. So on here, it's like the advent calendars, we've got to find the number. So part 1 I can see is this part here. So we're gonna, it's all that comes out lovely, comes out really easy, obviously. So as you can see, what's happened here, really lovely done actually, because the parts are, the sprue bits are there. So that's part 1, and then we need part 2, which is going to be pretty obvious because it's the part here, the big part here that's got writing on it saying TM CWBEI S17. So we'll just push that out, as you can see. Let's get this, and we'll put that over to one side for the moment. Now this is really thin, it's really quite thin on here, and we're going to work on this back section down the back here. And we're going to get this part here, turn it upside down, and we're going to work on the first slot. We've got 2 slots here. We're going to work on that first one. What's going to happen is that's going to slide all the way down here. I'm going to slide it in. It might be a little bit of push and pull to get it to go into where we need to go, and just push it as far as it will go, so that it's matching up to this part here. It's up to you, it's entirely up to you if you want to put wood glue in there just to give it a little bit of reinforcement, but as you can see, I'm tugging that and that's not going anywhere. So that's the first part. We can see that this is going to be pretty small, so that's that section there done. The next part, what we're going to do is get part 3, and part 3 is this little section here, so we'll turn it upside down, whoops. And part 3 is this part here, just checking the symbol there as well. And that's part 3 there, so just give it a little push, and as you can see, part 3 there. And what's going to happen with this one, we're just going to put it into the other side of here, and that's going to go all the way down here, like so, and push it as much as it will go into there, like that. So it's got like a proper body shape to it now, which looks really, really good. Okay, so that's part 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it on a bit actually, because I quite enjoy doing this. So I think we'll see how much we can do. I'm going to do this for, I'm going to say about, let's do another page full. How about that? So the next part we're looking for is part 6. So on here we look for part 6. That's that little piece up there. So we give that a lovely little push, and that should get us out. Lovely. And that part there is going to go basically into this first join here, and it's going to basically, I assume, we're going to put the second one, it looks like, right, that's good. So this part here is a divider. What I mean by that is it separates the 2 parts like this, so it puts a little support beam in, and that's going to slot onto this one here, and also slot onto, whoops, that one there. I'm going to slot that on there, and that one slots up here. Oh, that's lovely. So what's nice about this one is what they've done is they've given us a little bit of a beam in between so it doesn't squash on itself. So that's part 6. We're then going to get ourselves part 7, and that's that piece there. So we just push that part out like so, and put that there. And part 7, we're going to turn upside down again, same sort of mechanism. And that's going to go up through this section here. We're going to push that up there like so, and give it a nice big push, and it should go in. Give it a little bit of wriggle room. If it gets stuck, just try and wriggle it in, or yeah. Okay, so that's that part there done, which looks really, really lovely. We're then going to get part 10, And as you can see, part 10 is this smaller section here. So we get part 10. Whoops. Might need to wriggle it. Sometimes you can go like that and push it and roll it round and see if that does it. But part 10 is going to be this neck support here. That's going to go into the first hole, and that's going to go down the support there. So I'm going to put that in through there. Might be a bit hard, this bit, but we'll pull that out again. Let's try that side. As you can see, push it all the way down, and that goes in there. Lovely. As you can see, it goes in there pretty nice. I don't want to push it too much, but push it in as far down as you can, and that's that little part there done. Next, we're going to get part 11. So part 11 is this smaller section here. So we'll get part 11 out like so. Oops, sorry about that. And part 11 is going to go into the next slot up, which is this smaller section. So again, that's going to go into there. Just push that all the way down, and that goes in really lovely. That couldn't have gone in any better. Goes in absolutely beautiful. Okay, moving swiftly on. I'm really enjoying this. As you can see, I've extended it a bit. Part 12 is this little section like that. So just push that part out here. I think we might do this in 2 parts. How about that? And part 12 will go down onto this section and onto the rear, and just push that in as far as it will go. That's about as much as it will go. As you can see, part 12. I don't know whether it's got a kick on one side or whether... I'll just take that out a minute. I just want to double check something here. So it looks like the shorter end goes that side. Okay, that's gone in as best as I can. Then we've got part 13, which looks like the name of my initial, Mike. So we'll get this part out. And that part is going to feed into this section here, like that. Don't think it makes a preference which way it goes, but as you can see, that fits into that section there. And then we're going to do parts 17, 18, and sorry, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, so we've got 16 here, 17, and 18. So we just push that out. And number 16 is going to go onto this side, and it's going to go into, sorry, 16 is going to go up the top. So we'll just get 16. It's going to push over the side like that. And we're going to get part 17. And that's going to go into this section here. And then part 18. Just going to get that out the board. And as you can see, part 18 goes into this little section. Whoops. What happened there? Something broke or... Oh crap. Oh. Don't know if we pressed a little bit too hard on that section, but once we get a beam in there, we'll give that a bit of a tighten up there. And then we've got 19, 20, and 21. So I'm going to get, these are these parts going down the side there. So I'm going to get that. So 19, we just get 19 out. Okay, so 19, it's going to go on this side. So you don't need a lot, it's just a case of push and pull, as you see. Okay, then we'll get part 20. I'll get part 20 here. Let's see what I can do. Takes a little bit of persuasion to get that out, but as you can see, just try and wriggle it free. Okay, so that's part 20, and that's going to go into this side here. I'm going to push that all the way in, best as we can. If it doesn't go the right way, you can always turn it around and do it a different way, see if that gets a better fit. As you can see, that goes in. So if it doesn't go the first way, it might go the other way. And then we're going to get part 21. I'm just going to get that, which is this part here. Okay, it's part 21. get that out. That's going to go into this side here. Again, if it doesn't go all the way down, you can swap and change it, see if it is a better fit that way. But that's not going to work because it's got to go this way. So part 20, they do actually say to put it that way, so interesting. So this part goes that way. I think this part goes that way as well, but I'll leave that in. I'll tackle that later. I don't think that looks right that way. So I'll put that there for the minute. And then we're going to give it a head now. So 30, 29 and 28. So in here we've got 30, what we've got to look for, which is this part up here. Okay, so we'll move that over to one side. We've got 30, 29, which is that one, and then of course 28 up here. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so what's going to happen is, it looks as if 30 and 29 go together. So they're saying to go like that. So put it together, and then it slots into here apparently. So just see where this goes. So you've got that there, and then at the front, I think. So something like that, as you can see. Going like that, at the front like that. Cool. So that's that section. And then we're going to bring in the part that we did. And then that's going to feed into here. So these two little slots either side, we've got a beam in between. And then what will happen is they will slide down there like that. Give it a nice big push. And that will give it a little bit of reinforcement. There we go. It's got a bit of a ridge on, which is lovely as well about it. So that's that section. We're then going to give it an antler, which is part 33, which is this groovy bit right here. And then we'll put the other antler on, and then that'll be it for this session. So put that on. Be very careful because of these like tall thin pits. So 33 is going to go in this side, and it's basically going to go into this little tiny weeny notch there. Be careful because you have got pins either side, so be very careful on that part. You can always wriggle it in if you want to. I think that's gone in perfect. Don't want to push it too far, but that looks beautiful. Look at that. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side with part 34, which is this section here. Like so. That's going to be into that, whoops, yeah, into this side. Just take that off a minute, just try again. There we go. So just try and wriggle it in so that it goes in. That's that section. And I think because we're so close to the end, I'm going to really try and move it along a bit. So that's there. So yeah, I'm just having a think because I don't recall putting the legs in here at the moment, but yeah, interesting. Okay, so we've put the antlers in. I think the legs go in later or something maybe, but 22 is this part here. Do we get 22? Well, that took some persuasion. So 22 is going to go, hang on a minute, so we've done that, yeah. So we skipped a step here, so I'll just put that back for a minute. But we're going to get the tail next, which is 14. So 14 is, that's 15, so this must be 14, yeah, which is that part there. That's fine, that part can come out because it's got to come out anyway, so that's 14. And then 15 on that side. So as you can see, 14 is going to go on that side, I think. Let's have a look where that goes. That goes in the middle, so something like that. So that's going to go down the back into there, along with 15 as well. Just try and get that nice big push. There we go. So that's that part in there, which looks pretty good. Then that's where we can get part 22. And 22 goes right at the back onto this side. So that goes into there like that. 22. Then we'll get 23 and 24. Just getting that freed up. So 23 and then 24 as well. Okay, so 23 right underneath as well. That's 23 and then 24. Which I think might go that side. No, it goes this side. Okay, so 24 into that, lovely. And then after that, we've got to do over this side, so 25, 26 and 27. Which is interesting because this top part goes at the top, so 25, which is that one, around the back there. Let's push that in. We get 26 and 27. I was going to break this down into 4 parts, but because I'm having so much fun, it's pretty nice. Okay, so that's that one, and then we'll get 27 as well. I used to do these as a kid. They're so great to work with. Just take that side, see if it's this side, yeah. There we go, and that's that part there, as you can see, really good. And then we've got 31 today, which is a little tiny section up the top here, and that goes into this nasal cavity here. So that goes down the back into here somehow. Don't want to push it too far, that's as best as I can do that. And then we've got 32, which is a little tiny section. This is tiny, tiny, tiny. Look at that. And that goes in at the front, onto here. Which looks beautiful. So that's that one. And then once we've done that, we're at the back, which is part 4. So this is part 4, and we'll get that out. And part 4 goes right at the very back, so into this section here. And this is obviously where we get to connect the legs on as well. Oh, look what happened there. Oh dear, what's happened here? I think you'll find that that's round the wrong way, maybe. So let's take that out. I think that's cool. Oh shit. Okay, we'll have to do a repair on that. Oh man, how's that happened? It's because it somehow bashed into that. So we'll get a bit of, we'll repair that at some point. So we'll get that one and get set 5. That is so annoying, but it's my error. I must have pushed it too close to it because there's, as you can see, it's quite a short gap. And then part 4 5, yeah, will go into here. We were doing so good as well. Such a shame. Okay, so that's into there. And then all that left to do is to put the legs on, which is part 8 and part 9. And then we'll have to do a bit of a repair work there, but that was a really enjoyable thing to do. I quite like that. I might get this again if they've got any stock. See, all done. Really like that. So part 8, which will be this part. No, actually it's that part. No, it was right, it's this part. That's going to go up to all 3 of these teeth. So this is where we've got to be really careful, because we've got to mingle it all the way up through the canals. Hang on a minute. See, these are not in the right place here, so let's take these out. Just take that out a minute, because we can't get the leg up. Actually, that might be okay, that part. Yeah, it keeps bashing on that, so that... Why did they tell us to put that part in? I have the same problem this side as well. So why they told us to put this in, I don't know. Oops. See if I can get that past. That might give it a little bit more clearance. A little bit here. I don't get why they told us to put, I don't understand why we got told to put that in if they knew that we were going to put a leg up it. You know? What's the point in that? Just clearing up some free access here. So, right, that's now in position. As you can see, it's all into there, lovely. I'm going to get it up as fast as I get up as more as I can. It looks like more needs to go up, as you can see, but I can't keep. Oh, actually, you really have to get it right up the top, because the lines have to sit in with the lines that we put here. So what that now means is we can now put these grids back on. As I said, I'm not entirely sure why they told us to put them in, but that's quite good because it holds the leg on and gives it a bit of support on there as well. So we'll just push that shut, and push that shut. So that's one leg. And then obviously on here, we're going to probably have to do the same. So we'll just take it freed up a bit, take that off, take this part off. That's really delicate. Take that part off, and then that part as well, and then we should be able to get that. I think we had slight damage on this leg as well. Whoops. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Ooh. You really have to sort of maneuver it, because you've got get it up these, but then you've got that spike there, so you have to be really careful to get this all in without damaging it either. So that, give it a bit more persuasion. I think that's probably level with that one. seems to be all in, you know, in tip top. It's probably going to have a wonky leg, but it stands up, that's good. So then we'll just put these back on. And that doesn't need any gluing whatsoever. It goes on really lovely. Tickety boo. So yeah. It is unfortunate that down here we had a bit of a breakage, but I will sort that out in a minute. So let's see where the break was. That was just about there. So theoretically that should have broke. It must have been something like that. Must have been something like that. Doesn't look quite when it's broke like that, does it? Where did it snap from? Okay, let's get a sieve. Let's get a slight. Get a little bit of a file on that. What I've got to do here is I've got to try and file away the damage that we've had here. So just to try and patch it, you see. So if we can because of the way that's broke, it's going to make it very difficult to get that lined up. Because I think what's happened is that goes there and then this one slots into it like that. But that's what happened. It bashed in. This is probably round the wrong way, which is what's caused that to happen. And then that's the gap for that one, if you get me. So what will happen is that one is supposed to be like this. And that is what our problem was. It was bashing because this was round the wrong way. So what we will do is we'll get some Gorilla Glue made up. And we'll make a little bit of I'll get a little bit of splodge. What we'll do actually is we'll take this open, get some repair work here. Let me get a cocktail stick. Okay, what I'm going to do is get a little bit of, all this is Gorilla Wood Glue. And we'll just give it a little slight repair down there. Don't need a lot, but just enough to hold this into alignment. I think it should go roughly about like that. And then what we can do is we can use this part here to basically strengthen it. And while that's gone down there, it will hold it into position while it's gluing. So it's basically holding that in alignment while it's gluing. And I'll just put a little bit of reinforcement down the side there like that, and through here as well, a little bit of plodge like that. Lovely. So there we go, guys. So something a little bit different. Now this doesn't stop here. It's entirely up to you where you get creative on this, because what you can do now is, if you wanted to, you can actually decorate this if you wanted to. You can obviously paint it up if you wanted to give it a bit of skin tone there. You can paint it. So it doesn't stop there. And I'm looking at probably browning it up. I want to put some proper reindeer sort of colours onto it, like a dark browny sort of colour on for it. So it doesn't stop there. But this is just a demo of how it looks. So as you can see, it stands up beautiful. It's a nice little craft, that, £7, and I'm really happy with that. But as I said, if you want to, you can paint it up, you can put some sequins on if you want to put yourself some like glitter or anything. Be creative. This is what crafting is all about, is to bring things to life, upcycle things, you know, and stuff like that. I'm probably going to get another few of these. I really quite enjoyed doing that. So yeah, just a little go of what you want. But this is called the Stag Patronus. It is available via the works. And if you do want to get this for yourself, I will put the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. And let me know if you do this. It'd be great to see some of you guys painting this up and giving it a bit of colour maybe, or putting some decorations on it. But stags are one of my favourite animals as well, and I'm really enjoyed doing that. But yeah, please remember to like, share, subscribe. And what you can do is paint up that writing. If you did give it skin tone, you could probably paint and cover up that writing there. But that is beautiful. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed that. But take care. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell. More great crafts are coming along the way. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.